you're almost in a losing situation because your rook is in an absolute pin and your king is exposed. How can white possibly save this game and make a draw? We had to rely on some specific endgame tactics. So the first move is queen to b5 check, a fork. It looks like we've turned the tables around, but black can of course play bishop d5, recreating the same deadly threat. So now it looks like all hope for white is completely lost. But there's one specific endgame trick white can use here. White sacrifices the queen like this. Black takes, and then white sacrifices the rook. Pin. If black takes, it's actually a stalemate because our king is in the corner. So black knows this and instead plays d4. They're putting it all on this pawn to win the game and avoiding stalemate. Now what do you do? If you said take the queen, it's actually a big blunder because after king g4, we're unable to stop this pawn from becoming a queen. We could try with king g2, but then after d3, black puts us in opposition and also prevents us from going in front of the pawn. For example, if you try with king f2, king f4, they maintain opposition and we're simply unable to block the pawn. And after d2, white is in zugzwang and black wins the game. So we cannot afford to take the rook. Instead, we should let black take our rook on our terms. So white plays king g2, a multi-purpose move, protecting the rook and getting close to the pawn. So here, if black just moves the king, we can take the queen, and that extra tempo helps us block the pawn, and this is a draw now, because we can go king d1 to meet the king with opposition, and this is going to be a stalemate. But black knows this, and instead of playing king f4, black plays d3 to try to trick us into that position where they won. Now what do you do? King f2 seems like the most sensible move here. If they play d2, we can take the queen and cast the pawn. But black will not play d2. Instead, black will play queen takes g3, sacrificing the queen. And since we wasted that tempo, black is now winning. So it looks like we used up all of our tricks here. How can we possibly save this game? White finds the absolutely mind-blowing move. King f1. Sacrificing the rook a final time. If black takes, it's a super unexpected stalemate. And if black doesn't take, we win that one tempo needed to cast the pawn.